This is the paint demonstration. This demonstration can be either very advanced or very simple, depending upon how you do it. You will need a piece of paper. I also suggest a placemat or a dabbing paper so that you don't get your stuff messed up. Trash bags work awesome. You'll also need some color paint and an idea of what your picture is going to look like. You can use a paintbrush or you can use other tools. I have some Q-tips here, sponge on a stick. I have some other sponges. I also have a pool noodle that I've cut. Please do not go cutting your pool noodle unless mom, dad, someone who loves you at home says it's okay. You could also use a cotton ball. So you need something to put your paint down. Now, you can quickly sketch out your idea if you would like to with a pencil. Sometimes that is very helpful, but you do not have to. I put some trees here and a horizon line where my snow is. Now, it is not completely snowy. There's a little bit of grass. So if you notice, these are making dabbing lines, very similar to our friend Vincent van Gogh or Vincent van Gogh. And I didn't have a lot of grass because, like I said, it snowed on top of the grass, so you only see a little bit of grass here and there. The snow did not completely cover it. However, I'm also going to show you, and you can do either one, the dabbing or the dashed lines, or you can do the pointillism. We learned about an artist. His name was Seurat, Georges Seurat. And Georges Seurat used dots. An easy way to remember that is Seurat the dot. And so I can continue putting dots on here. Now, because dotting takes a little while, the pointillism technique, I'm going to speed this video up. I'm also going to add some other colors inside of my artwork. However, I'm going to add a little bit of brown here so you can see what I'm doing. So that you know that there's some trees back there. All right, so let's speed this up. Now you saw me use the Q-tip and you saw me use the sponge. I did want to show you very quickly about taking care of your paintbrush. When you use your paintbrush, you're not going to want to smush his head down so that it bends like this. You're going to simply want to just dab very softly. You're not smushing it down like that, okay? That's how you hurt the paintbrush. I can just put little dabs in the sky. And actually, do you see how my paintbrush is getting dry? It's getting softer. Okay, that softness can look really awesome in your sky, but that's called dry brush. When your brush starts to get very dry, not enough paint on it, that is a dry brush technique. It's another technique. So we did pointillism, and again, I started using the side of my paintbrush a little bit when I'm pushing down. Now I'm going to need a little bit more paint. I'm going to take a little bit, but I like that dry brush technique, so I'm going to smush some of that paint off at the edge and very softly make some dotting or dashing or dabbing, whatever you want to call it. Now, I want to put a sun here, but no one puts baby in the corner. So no one puts the sun right smack dab in the corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some dabs, and there's a little bit of white showing through, not very much. It's also really important to change. I don't want to put the yellow in my red paint because then it's going to turn orange. I don't want to mix my colors. And if you notice, I've been checking to make sure that I'm not getting any yellow on here. There's going to be some yellow on here now. So I'm going to switch to the other side. And I'm going to do kind of like our friend Vincent van Gogh did and add some rays of the sun coming into the blue. So now when I come back with my blue, I can be careful. I don't want to go over top of that yellow, otherwise I'm going to end up green in my sky, and that might look a little weird. But when the blue and the red kind of come together, they make a little bit purple. So there's my sky. I've got a little bit of snow here. Maybe I'm going to add some blue to the snow. All right, but there's an idea for you for your snowy scene or your winter scene. Maybe you're going to put some people in there. Maybe you're going to cut some people out of a magazine and glue them into your picture. I don't know. The choice is yours. So the nice thing about Q-tips is you can just simply throw them away after you've used them. However, a paintbrush, in order to use it again, you need to clean it out. Otherwise, the paint will get in there, it'll dry, and all the hairs will be all messed up. Also, if you push too hard and you jam it down, think of your paintbrush as a person who has hair, okay? Would I take you and rub your head upside down on the floor and use your head like a mop? Heavens, no! It would hurt you, number one, but number two, your hair would get so knotty and ratty and dirty and gross. We don't want that for our pretty paintbrushes either. And I don't have special conditioner to put through our paintbrushes. So that's why we need to be careful and take care of our paintbrushes. We don't want to let the paint dry in there because once it dries in there, you will never be able to use it again. Also, if you use sponges, same thing. You won't be able to use it again the same way at least. So we need to make sure that we clean these out with nice cool water. And if we're using a round paintbrush, that means it's a circle instead of a line. And let me show you what that is in just a second. When you use a round paintbrush, you add water to your hand and you go in a circle, or add water to the sink and go into a circle or your cup, and always use a circle motion when you use a round paintbrush. If you're using a flat paintbrush and you need to clean that out, you don't go in a circle with this, you go back and forth with the water. Alright, so good luck guys, make sure you're cleaning out your tools and you're taking care of them so you can use them for later.